What's up, guys? I'm going to share with you the literal one-step process to be successful. I'm going to share it with you immediately, really quick, and then I'll break it down with you a little bit. Here is the one-step process to financial success, really success in anything. Pick one thing and work on that same thing a little bit every day. I know that sounds really simple, but it's true. Now, first, let me break something down for you. Most people are able to do things that they need to do, but that aren't for themselves. All right, I'm gonna throw this dude under the bus a little bit, but I used to have a friend, and he would do his college work, he would work, he did both. He was in college and working, and he would do all that. But me and him were both into boxing, and I would go to his place, and he would constantly just flake. He would flake on us. That was something he wanted to do for himself. He wanted to be a better boxer, but he would flake. I would not. So the point being is the things that he wanted to do, he wouldn't do for himself, but he would do his outside commitments. The really cool thing is the projects we do for ourselves, they actually take less effort than things like going to school, going to a job. If you could have a business and genuinely work at it for about 1 hour a day, it might take a couple years, but it is very, very likely you will have a full-time income. And this is exactly what happened for me. Here's another, I'll tell you my story in a second. Here's a really cool idea as well related to this. You've probably already done, even on your own projects, if you're watching this, all the work it takes to have success, to have your own business, but it might not all be in a row. It might be in multiple different projects, right? Like if I am building up my social media following and I post for a week and then I stop, and I post for a month and I stop. You might have already done that whole year, but it wasn't put together, which that can be a problem. So keep that in mind. You've already done the work. So rather than starting over the work over and over, just stick all that work together in a row to get what you want. Put it all into one thing. That was my thing. This is what I really enjoy doing, is I'm making motivational stuff, things for the mind, things that will help you. But my main income source up until now was I built an entertainment-based business. And it was very simple. I committed to working on it every single day. It made no money for like a year and a half. And then suddenly it was making like sometimes $100 a month, sometimes $50 a month. But again, I wasn't totally consistent. Then I rededicated, and then boom, from 1 month to the next, it went from $50 a month to $1,200 a month. Then the following month, I made like almost $5,000. And then for the entire year, it averaged about that without any more work. So that's another thing that's really cool about this, and I want you to keep in mind, is when you work on the same thing over and over, that's your thing, not a job. Like if you go to a job, rewards don't work that way. With your own projects, the great thing is that upside is there. Sure, unfortunately, you could lose it, but it's actually less likely. It's more likely that things go down. My main income stream, it's not as high as it was, but it still supports me. It goes up and down, but it's still there, right? But I still have that huge upside. Sometimes it can go way up, right? So when it's your own project, it can just go up and up and up, or it can go boom, big jumps really quickly. So that's a huge thing to keep in mind. When it's your own project, it actually takes less work, but it's a little bit delayed. I'm gonna see if there's anything else. That's pretty much it. Pick one thing, do it every day. And it doesn't even be a lot. It could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour. And what I would say finally is I wouldn't make it time-based. I'm saying 30 minutes an hour, make it action-based, right? So if you are a musician, I would be posting something every day to promote your music, whatever it is. And I'm telling you to work. Like, I don't know, like whatever you do,